Hey everyone, and welcome to the screencast on setting up your Litmos access. So what we're going to do here is start all the way from the beginning. So you got the email that I sent you with the video here, so we'll begin by starting in the App Store, and we'll download the application, the Litmos application, onto your iPads, and then we'll go ahead and get you set up with your username and password, which was in the email that I sent you. Then after that, we'll take a quick tour of the Litmos platform. With that, we'll get you access to the assignment, which is the final module of the Foreman 40-hour training program, bringing it all together. I wanted to give it a shot here on our mobile training platform, give you guys an opportunity to kind of test run this, see how you like it, and be able to do it at your own pace, at your own time, when you get a chance to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, got the iPad here. So we'll go ahead and go to the App Store. Takes a minute to load here. So in the App Store, you're going to type Litmos. See Litmos LMS. Go ahead and select that. Go ahead and click Get. Install. And it should require your password, which should be paint123. Just gonna wait here for a minute to load. And this is a free app, so shouldn't have any problems downloading it onto your iPad. As you can see, I'm using John's iPad because mine's a little bit outdated, a little old. So hopefully you should be getting a new one here so I can continue doing some of this stuff with my own equipment. Okay, so it's done downloading, so we'll hit open, and it'll take you directly to the application. It's on your iPad here, so go ahead and click allow. Let it use your location. Not that it's a big deal, but just go ahead and click allow there. So your username, it should be your company Gmail, so I'm going to use mine. Right. Gmail.com, and then the password should be paint123. It's in the email I sent you. So go ahead and click login, and you'll get kind of a tutorial page here. You can go ahead and you can do the tour if you want to later on. Right now we're just going to hit skip tour because I'm going to kind of show you a little personalized tour of the Litmos platform. So go ahead and start out here on the home screen, and so on the home screen it has what are called a grouping of learning paths. So learning paths is starting up to the left corner there. You got the Foreman 40-hour learning path. So in the learning path, and we'll get this we'll open up one here in a little bit. It's basically just a grouping of courses. So it's just a way to organize courses. On our career ladder, we have over 80 different certification topics. Then if you include our Foreman 40-hour courses, there's another 8 or 9 right there. So in an effort to keep your home screen fairly organized, I set up these learning paths. As you can see down here, I don't have my account really set up much, but you can see that here with a customer management, problem solving, development, material management, HVLP. This is what it would look like if I didn't have it all grouped into learning paths. So that's the purpose of having learning paths. So what we're going to do, we'll go into the Foreman 40 hour here in a minute. Don't worry about going into the Apprentice 1 or Apprentice 2 learning paths. There'll be certain learning paths that'll be assigned to you. So all of you, for the most part, should be assigned to Apprentice 1, 2, 3, the Assistant Foreman learning path, and the Foreman 1. If you're not, that's fine. It just means I haven't gotten around to it. So don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about going into them and playing around in there, because there's nothing in there. It's simply a framework for the platform. So if you do launch it, you'll see the different classes here, or the different courses, different certifications. That you don't have to open them up. There's nothing in there. It's just like I said, it's just a framework to build off of later, because they don't have the content yet. So coming back to the home screen. So this is how the home screen's set up. Now if you go up to the upper left, you'll have a little menu tab. And so you got the home screen, course library, achievements, messages, settings, then you can log out. So let's go ahead. We'll just take a quick look at course library. Course library just basically gives you access to the courses that you've completed. Now, you're probably not going to be using this option very much. If you ever wanted to go back and review a course that you completed, it'll be in your course library, because what'll happen is when you complete a course, it'll go off of your to-do list on your home screen and end up here in the course library. So don't have to be too concerned about the course library, but I did want to show it to you that this is where all of your all of the training content will be stored after you've completed it. Let's go to the achievements tab. Now the achievements tab, this is set up for what's called gamification, and it's really good because it also is using it as kind of a reporting tool, so that you can kind of see where you're at and what you've completed, what you've done. This part of the platform is active. It's based on the framework that I've built. All the classes in the career ladder, the Foreman 40-hour training, special certifications such as OSHA 10, the aerial lift class, swing stage. Everything's recorded in here and up to date. So, for example, and obviously this is just an example when I'm showing you my account here, but right here in the achievements, this shows all the different classes that you would have completed. So, I've completed orientation, OSHA 10. You can see it's achieved on September 26, 2011. So that's when I did my OSHA 10 class, my aerial lift, June 1st, 2012. I did my CPR. So all of your achievements will be in here. Obviously, I just kind of updated to today's date, and the job site safety, May 28th. So, it'll have the name of what the course you've completed and the date that you completed it. So kind of a little cool feature here to kind of look it through, what you've completed, what you've got done. Now, another really neat part of the platform here is are the badges and the points. Now, the badges are basically it's just a way to identify what major accomplishments that you've completed. So if you click on badges, little thing should load here. And so, for example, there's just a little thing in there about aerial lift, OSHA 10, CPR. So the badges that I set up in here just basically indicate, that the special certifications that you've completed, and also if you complete a level of the career ladder like Apprentice 1 or Apprentice 2, you'll get a badge for that too. So just a kind of a cool feature, just to show what guys have completed, what they've done. So that's badges. Points. Points are roughly based on the amount of hours that you would spend in a class. So, for example, OSHA 10, okay, OSHA 10 is worth 10 points because that's technically supposed to be a 10-hour class. Aerial lift is roughly an 8-hour class, or our orientation's 4 hours. Our basic PPE is 1 hour. Our CPR is a half a day, and then our foreman 40-hour modules here. Customer communications a half day, quality controls a half day, job site safety was obviously a full day of training. So that's how your points are added up. And there's what's called a leaderboard. Unfortunately, they don't have the leaderboard available on the native application on Litmos, but I'll show you how to get access to that later on in a different video. And the leaderboard's really cool because it shows you, where you rank against everyone else in the company. And there's also what's called teams. So I've assigned the individuals based on their position in the company. So, for example, if you're a foreman, there's a team that you can select on the leaderboard that that shows you where you rank up with the other foremen, either in Chicago, all the foremen in the company, which includes Texas, and then you can look at where you rank up against everybody in the company, not just the foreman. So we'll get to that later. Anyway, so leaderboard's really great. Achievement section's really cool. So let's go ahead and move on to the next section here with messages. Messages is just an internal place that you can send and receive like little emails and messages within the system. So if you wanted to send something to me, you could go in, create a new message, type in, I want to say something to Micah. So there he is right there. Say hi, and then say hi or something, whatever you wanted to send, you can send it. Just another way to do it, just to kind of keep it contained within the system. That way we're not, bogging up our company emails. So messages, pretty cool. All little features. Settings, you shouldn't have to worry anything about settings. If you wanted to put in, your work phone number and all that stuff, I can do that. I've limited all the privileges. Like you see, don't have the privilege to view the profile. So don't really worry about that. And then log out, click if you want to log out, which we won't do right now. So that's basically how the platform works. So for this assignment, we're going to be concerned with going to the Foreman 40-hour learning path. So there's a Foreman 40-hour learning path. You click on it. It'll tell you what percent that you've gotten done. Some of your guys will say like 80% or 70-some percent. I came in behind all you guys and just kind of updated just so I could show you an example. And it says for me 40%. Don't really have to worry about that right now. When you guys complete this last module, everything will say 100%. So as you see these little check marks here, that means that you've completed that module 100%. So all of yours should have this little check mark for each one of these: the job description review, technology, organization, job planning, crew management, except for JC, because you weren't there for the quality control, but we can get through that one later on. So when you get here, see the bringing it all together module, just go ahead and click that, and it should have a little drop down. And what you're going to do is you have to go through these little sections or these little sub modules in order. So the first module here is a little screencast that outlines what you're supposed to do in the class. So you can click on that and it'll take you here. Obviously, if you have a better internet connection, that would be really great. But so here's the first module, just an introductory video to the module. So you just click play, and then first the volume's turned down. So I got it in my headphones, but you can hear me. It's just another video I have just to kind of outline to outline the last module, bringing it all together. So once you get to the end, you just hit the next button, or this little arrow, this right arrow up the top right, okay, and it'll take you to the next submodule, which is reflection and analysis. So it's just going to be some questions and some answers that you'll have to do. It's locked right now because I scrubbed through the video. I want you to watch that video. It's only a few minutes long. If you try to scrub through it and then hit next, you won't be able to access this. I want you to watch the quick video just so that you have an understanding of what to do. I set a pass mark for it, so you have to watch 90% of it in order to be able to get to this next module. So the same thing, you got to complete this module. It'll take you to the different evaluations that I have in here as well, which the screencast that I just showed you, it'll explain all that. So either way, if you want to exit out, you can hit this little in the upper left, this little back button. It'll take you back to the course. It'll tell you what you've completed here. So maybe you want to watch the screencast the first day, and you get to the reflection analysis part, and you get halfway through that. You don't have to sit down and do it all at one time. You can take your time with it. So that's what I got for you guys. Like I said, just wanted to show you just a quick outline of accessing the Litmos platform, and then what I want you to do for this bringing it all together assignment. So if you have any questions, concerns, give me a call. Please let me know. And if you have any issues with the Litmos system, let me know right away. I have control of, for the most part, what goes on in the system. So if there's any issues, call me, email me, let me know. And yeah, thanks for giving this a shot, and we'll talk to you soon.